There are reunion moments that feel staged, and then there are moments that feel like they reach straight into your childhood and press play again. And when Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen stood side by side 25 years after they starred together in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, that's exactly what it felt like. A full circle, childhood heart rewritten kind of moment. Because what most people remember is the movie. But what they don't realize is the story behind it. And the reunion, it hit deeper than anyone expected. Back in the year 2000, Taylor Momsen was just 7 years old. Hollywood can be overwhelming at any age. But for a child, stepping into a multi-million-dollar movie with one of the most intense physical performances ever filmed. That's a lot. Yet on that set was Jim Carrey, covered in full green prosthetics, sweating under heavy makeup, spending hours transforming into the Grinch every day. And he still made time to look out for her. People on set have said the same thing for years. Jim treated Taylor with gentleness, a true softness behind the chaos of his performance. While cameras rolled, they played their roles. But off camera, he was her anchor, guiding her, encouraging her, laughing with her, reminding her that acting was supposed to feel like play. And even at 7, Taylor felt that. She never forgot it. But childhood fame isn't glitter, it's pressure. After The Grinch, Taylor didn't just fade out of the spotlight. She went on to become known worldwide as Jenny Humphrey in Gossip Girl. What looked glamorous on screen felt heavy behind the scenes. Over the years, Taylor has been open about it. She didn't feel like she belonged in acting. She felt like she was performing a version of herself that didn't exist. So instead of staying in Hollywood and doing what everyone expected, she walked away. Completely. She disappeared from mainstream acting, moved into music, and built the Pretty Reckless, a rock band that came straight from her heart, loud, raw, and real. People didn't recognize her anymore, and that was the point. She reinvented herself. Around the same time, Jim Carrey was changing too, just in a different way. After years of being the funniest man in Hollywood, the mask slipped. Jim became more reflective, more philosophical, more private. He stepped back from blockbuster movies and focused on painting, writing, and healing parts of himself the public never saw. So here you have two people, a child star who grew into herself outside the spotlight, and a global icon who stepped out of the spotlight to find peace. Opposite paths, same direction, both learning how to become themselves again. So when Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen reunited 25 years later, it wasn't just nostalgia. It was two people recognizing each other from before life happened. The moment went viral instantly. Not because of shock value, not because of drama, but because of emotion. Fans wrote things like, "Cindy Lou who grew up and the Grinch is proud. My childhood just hugged itself. This feels like healing." And honestly, that's exactly what it was. You could see it in the way they looked at each other, not as characters, not as celebrities, but as two humans who lived through fame, identity shifts, mistakes, victories, and growth, and made it through. We don't get many reminders that we can let go, grow up, change, and still honor where we came from. But this reunion did that. Because The Grinch wasn't just a Christmas movie, it was part of the glue that held together millions of childhoods. Seeing Jim and Taylor together again felt like looking at the past and the present at the same time. It said, you can grow, you can change, you can become someone new, and still hold love for who you were. Some performances fade with time, some roles get forgotten, but some stories stay with us, not because of the movie, but because of the people in it. Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen didn't just reunite, they reminded the world that healing happens. Growth is real, and sometimes the past meets the present, not to trap us, but to show how far we've come. A Christmas movie made history, but this reunion made something even more powerful: closure, connection, and a quiet kind of magic that never really left.